Hi, I'm Angie Torrey, and I'm going to talk to you about 8 Stations activity. What is that? Well, when I first started teaching, I was very frustrated because there were 36 students and only one of me. My students weren't getting enough practice listening and speaking, so I came up with an idea to give them more opportunities. Wouldn't you love to multiply yourself? This activity multiplies the teacher times 8. And the students spend the entire periods speaking and listening to Spanish. And in my school, that's 90 minutes. I call it the 8 station activity, or today I'm going to call it Where's the Teacher? Because if you were to look for the teacher, you might not find her. All I do is walk around taking poker chips if I hear English. So this is how you do it from beginning to end. I give them a packet with 8 stations, and each station is a place, and it has questions having to do with that place. So the students not only practice whatever verb tenses you want them to practice, but they also practice the vocabulary for those 8 different places, like casa, la escuela, el banco, and several others. And I have placards which I put all around the room. And every night for 6 to 8 days I give them homework practice, so they have to answer the questions. And the answers are already given, but they have to answer yes or no, and in order to answer yes or no they need to understand the question. And the next day we practice in class, question answer. At the end of this time I give 8 of my best and brightest students the responsibility of being maestros, and they choose where they want to work, and they practice those questions the night before. And in French, I give a little tape cassette so they can practice their pronunciation. And they all sit in their assigned areas, and I group the class heterogeneously so that there are high, medium, and low students, so that the high students can help the struggling students, and the maestros generally repeat the questions, so if they didn't hear it correctly, if they were not able to answer correctly the first time, they could the second time. And here's how it goes. I might ask you, ¿estudias mucho? In Spanish 1, for person number 1. Sí, estudio mucho. So I'll give you a chip you answered correctly. So I'll ask number 2 person the number 2 question. If they don't answer correctly, I'll repeat number 2 to the number 3 question, to the number 3 person all the way around. And then I, as the teacher, I ring the bell, and then they advance to the next station, and I get on a chair and I show them which direction to go. Vayan en esta dirección. And the students are speaking and listening to Spanish the entire period. It's a wonderful way of cementing the vocabulary, its repetition in context, and also cementing the grammar concept. If you like this activity and you think you might like to try it, go to Teachers Pay Teachers. It's www.teacherspayteachers.com. 8 stations, and Angie Torrey, that's Torre. Thank you for listening.